everybody, here we have Whitman College following the quarterfinals of the 2017 NCAA tournament. We have here with us head coach Michelle Ferenz and senior guards Elise Kettner and Chelsea Brewer. Coach, let's start with you. Some general thoughts on the game, and then we'll open up for questions.
Just gonna buy a basket. That would be my general thought. And partly due to St. Thomas's defense, but we did a great job turning them over, did a great job on boards, but we just couldn't get anything going offensively with any consistency. So so things that we normally would make. I heard that Emily got in foul trouble. But that was probably the bottom line, is we just couldn't get anything going offensively. So the effort was there. Kids played hard and did some things to hang around, but you're not going to win many basketball games against a good team if you can't put the ball in the hole. So, and that's just really was our struggle. 0 for 15 from 3 just doesn't help us. So we had some looks that were pretty good. So
did the game change for you significantly? After we got in foul trouble.
Yes and no. Part of it was McConaughey's been sick, so our rotation with her got a little short. Had to keep taking her in and out. But I thought, we got good minutes out of Lily Gustafson. Thought she stepped up and played pretty well. And Megan usually is Megan Martin is usually a pretty good offensive spark plug for us. But she was a little off. Everybody was off. So. But yeah, Emily, I thought at times, Emily played pretty well defensively. She was working pretty hard. She was a little disruptive, but she got herself in foul trouble she got caught. Stan watched it a few times and got caught.
Coach, I want to ask you about a couple of critical moments that stood out to me. One was right before the half. You had cut it down to 7 points of 30 to 23. And it looked like you were going into the locker room with a little bit of momentum. Mm-hmm. And then Lucia Renikoff hit that read from the top of the key with 6 seconds left to make it a 10-point game. That wasn't quite so bad, but then toward the end of the third period, when you had fought so hard to get it back into single-digit deficit again, Maddie Wolkow unleashed a three from the wing, or actually from the left top area with just 9/10 of a second left. That pushed it back into double digits again, and that really just seemed to suck any hope, any momentum that you may have been able to build. Just seemed to take it all away.
Well, when you're struggling to score, every shot that they make is a huge shot, and so I thought, they had a response every time we were able to turn them over and create a little havoc and get, they seemed to find a way to hit a big shot, and so part of it was wrong people in the wrong spots made the wrong reads defensively. We got caught with some kids out of position, especially on the one in the third. But honestly, it was. Every time, you're right. Every time we seemed to be able to chip away, they hit a big shot. And it seemed like it was always a three. And so yeah, it just seemed like, and we were just struggling to score. If we had been scoring it at a decent clip, or at least a lot better than we were, it would have been quite the crisis. But every possession, every shot they made, especially as time ran down, just became more and more critical.
Coach, have you ever had that bad luck on threes?
No, not this season. No, that was probably that was by far our worst 3-point shooting percentage. But too, the thing that struck me was, we went and got some offensive rebounds, and I think we must have missed probably, I can see 6 to 10 just right here, putbacks that normally would go in. I thought we made some great post moves and didn't, Megan didn't score, which is unusual for her. So yeah, it just seemed like kind of everybody was off tonight. But like I said, the effort was good. Defensively, for the most part, holding a team to 65 points at this level is pretty good. Especially when we had to start fouling and pressing up. So we put them on the line a little more than we wanted to, because they're a good free throw shooting team. So.
What did you see defensively from St. Thomas in terms of defending the perimeter?
I think I think one of it was partly our fault. We didn't really use our screens very well, you know, and I'm not sure if we just got a little gun shy after M got called for that moving, you know, or what, but we were running things and we just weren't real aggressive about getting our angles and using our screens as well as we normally do. So, and they ran at us, and so I think the drives were open more. I think actually, you know, Chelsea and Elise both did a pretty good job of putting the ball on the floor and driving. And sometimes get fouled, sometimes finishing, sometimes not. But yeah, I mean, they decided, you know, they did a pretty good job of covering and blanketing us out. So.
Chelsea and Elise, I'd just like to ask, you know, both of you as seniors, what it's meant to you being a part of this team and to have this experience to get to the regional final. I just wanted to hear what it felt like for you.
Well, we were actually both on the team that went to the national championship game our freshman year. And so going into this year, we really had the goal of getting back to the tournament. And we had a great opportunity with a great group of girls. And from the beginning of the year, I think we just improved and improved and improved. And we were playing our best basketball at the right time. You want to be playing your best basketball in March, and I think that's definitely what we were doing. It's really meant a lot to us. Just, it's a great group of girls, and I'm really excited to see what they do next year. You know, with 9 underclassmen and 3 returning juniors, the experience of getting to the Elite 8 is going to be huge for them. So they're just going to be a team to look out for next year, which is awesome for us to see, like, our girls continue to do really well.
It's been an incredible season, and I mean, this team, they're my best friends, so I'm excited to see what they do next year, like Elise said. And yeah, it's just been different being on the other side of things, like versus freshman year, making it and actually leading the team. It's been a great experience. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
I mean, if our 14 players, I mean, 9 of them are freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah.
So Elise and Chelsea have had a huge, sometimes difficult, you know, leadership role, because I mean, when you have so many young kids, they don't understand, they don't know, and I think that's part of us losing some close games earlier in the year. You know, we really needed to grow up, and we grew up, and you know, and we had some, you know, hopefully those freshmen, sophomores carry this forward. I mean, we had, you know, 4 freshmen play a lot of minutes for us this year, and one of our sophomores, Megan, is, you know, plays a significant role. So.
And I think one of the biggest things for us going into each playoff game was, we always said as a team, is this win just means we have to be a team that much longer. Sure, you're working for, you know, Final Four and national championship and that trip to Michigan and whatnot, but for us it was really just about, you know, one more week on the court, one more week running together. You know, that was our motivation going through it. So to get to the Elite 8, that's pretty dang close to as long as you can go as a team. So that's what we're really thankful for.
Piggybacking off that for you 2 players, you mentioned a lot of young kids, Coach. You are playing your best basketball in March. You've also been on the road. Coach mentioned yesterday, you've been on the road forever, right? So, so as senior leaders, what goes into that mentality that, hey, we may be away from our comfort zone, but we're going to go out and we're going to play?
I mean, we've played in front of a lot of hostile environments and like crowds. And when that happens, we tend to come together more as a team, actually. And so that helps.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about feeding off each other. So, I mean, whether the energy in the gym is hostile or not, just that gets the bench fired up. Anyone, you know, extra high fives, extra pointing on the court. For us, it's just all about supporting each other. When Chelsea hits a 3, we all go nuts, you know. So it's just supporting each other. And I mean, it's tough because Whitman is a big academic school, and we've missed, I can't even tell you how many Fridays in a row.
Many days. I think I've been to 2 Fridays all semester. So
that's not so bad for us seniors who aren't taking too heavy of loads, but our freshmen and sophomores are taking, you know, tough classes, or juniors are, you know, so it's definitely tough. So it's all about, you know, when you hit the court, let it go, play for your 40 minutes, and then you can worry about all that later. I think we're taking 4 or 5 tests tomorrow on the plane, so.
Yep.
That sounds like fun.
I'm not. I got my sorry. I'm graduating.
Yeah, we have been on the road a lot. So it's just, we had a bottom heavy travel schedule this year in conference, and then, yeah, we played ourselves into road games and conference and road games and the state tournament, so kids have handled it really well. A lot of team bonding.
Yes. I think that makes our wins even sweeter, though. We've all been on the road, so.
Yeah.
Any final questions? Thanks a lot, ladies.
Thank you.